just John here. Hey guys, as you all know, our government lies to us. Has been lying to us now for at least the last few years. And keep that in mind for those of you that are writing letters to D.C. and that are going down to D.C. and having those talks with the congressmen and the senators and so on and so forth. They'll look you right in the eye and tell you they're all with you, 100% with you, and then do absolutely nothing about nothing. A lot of times, you'd be amazed how many times you're talking to people and you don't even realize you're talking to someone that was involved in this whole MMTLP fiasco. You know, FINRA deceived us from the beginning. The whole thing, in my opinion, this is just my diary, my thoughts, my ideas, but it isn't just me. A lot of us feel that way. We know that, but a lot of people don't want to call it out for what it is. FINRA lied to us from the beginning. They deceived us. There's a lot of content that's out there now. If you haven't figured it out yet, maybe I'll piece something together here soon, which will spell it out for you. Because we were deceived, and we were deceived by FINRA, which is supposed to be government regulated, or the regulation for the government, as they make their own investments and so on and so forth. And there's so many reasons why FINRA shouldn't be guiding anyone. They're, as far as I'm concerned, just another hedge fund. They're ridiculous, and it's becoming more and more obvious to, especially a lot of us retail investors, those that didn't do a lot of investigations into anything to begin with, or do G&D. I think that we have, over the last year or so, we've definitely educated in ourselves and become more self-aware, not more self-aware, but more aware of what's going on in the retail market. And I think that if you don't know by now that FINRA was a part of this, then you're fooling yourself. Long story short is, our government officials are the same way. You have to, with some finesse, ride them. And as you do, you'll see those that'll truly be there for us, the MMTLP community, and you'll also see those that will stop taking your calls. Because I guarantee you, there's a lot of politicians out there that were involved in this. They were involved in shorting it. They were involved in every aspect of this. There's a reason why it's been over a year now, or 400 some odd days now. There's a reason why it's taken so long. Because most of the people it benefits, granted, we got a few millionaires that are invested in this, but most of us aren't. We're not the riches, or those of the ones that are investors that do have a little bit of money or would be considered wealthy aren't near as wealthy as those that are fighting against us, if that makes sense. I mean, you got people out there that'll kill for $20 and a freaking waffle. What do you think that there's people out there willing to do on this? And I think it's becoming more and more obvious. There's a way more naked shares than they ever dreamed of. You're gonna have to when you go out and doing your thing and you're fighting the good fight. Keep in mind you have a lot of deceptive people and manipulators out there. And your best manipulators feel like your best friend. They know how to talk. They know how to deal with people. They know how to react to things. They know how to make you feel like they're on your side. But rather than listening to words sometimes when you're dealing with them, and if you're sending out letters and stuff, that's great. But you should follow it up with a phone call. Don't just send a letter or an email. Call your senators and congressmen every now and then. Don't be rude about it, and handle them with some finesse too, But follow up, and then follow up some more. Do your part. We're all doing our part, but whatever your part is, don't just do a little bit of your part and then wander off. But follow up. Keep the fight going. I keep saying, well, eventually this is going to have to give, and they're going to have to, take care of us here, but rich people procrastinate. The longer they can procrastinate something, the better. You know, they can procrastinate it off for a few years, great. In the meantime, they can take what should be our money and hopefully make more millions and billions in their head. It's always put off. I mean, look at this whole political thing that's going on right now. I mean, everything is being pushed off. You know, I mean, a lot of the stuff they're attacking the one side with, they know it's garbage and they know it's going to fall apart. You know, but rather than just drop all these charges on certain politicians, they're pushing it on. I don't know how to explain it, except for rich people like to push things down the road and kick the can down the road. And it's up to us to keep fighting and to keep following up on the things that we know are true. And FINRA is dirty. Dirty. You know, you can't count on them for nothing. They're not most likely, but they're involved. They're definitely involved, and we need to continue to call them out. And you need to go ahead and hit the like button to push this message on, and do your part in helping our fight. Don't just give up. Don't just fade away. Love you, MMTLP. Meta fam. Meta warriors. Yeah.